folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
A handoff to Fournette. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Sheds off the tackle. And he nearly took it the distance. What a great return. He stopped right around the 3.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
They'll try to run it into Marshall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about the...
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Fournette. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the... And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step in.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jayon Brown in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Walsh now for the PAT. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on a return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Two spins. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mayfield down. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Gone. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield flushed out right. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jayon Brown in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And a big turnover there his guys will get the football back. They'll start by running the action to the right. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Brown with his stick skills. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Demetrius Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point try now for Walsh. Walsh adds the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
This is Marshall looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. Room here to run. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Leopard!
Second down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Keith Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Travis Carey there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now he'll let it. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi able to get him for a loss of about 3.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. This throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hurry up, here we go! 3:19! 3:19!
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play. And I'm not...
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Lucky 56! Over, over! Over, over!
They'll go with a big back foot in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Set! 3:19! 3:19! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
3:19!
Now Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Mayfield on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And here's Marshall. And he is into to the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Keith Marshall, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front. Walsh adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection.
So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the... Man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
No. Check. Patriots. All right, here we go. 3-19.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now Marshall. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run with Marshall, and he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Browns, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, this was basically just an exhibition game for them, as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
queen.
I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, big Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, do about tag on I got it in the bag, man. I'm getting all type of cash, I'm a general true. I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling, ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new Bay alert, don't be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag. When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts to turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cruz, my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green. I'm a player on the late night tip. So see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only